Hello, welcome back. Yeah, Pandora. Yeah. Yeah, I just got done recording some Rogue Trader. I try to have at least 7 of each recorded in the backlog, and this one is sorely missing a lot. So let's get to it. As you can see, it's 4 in the morning. I started recording originally at 2. And then, I took a break for about 10 minutes or so, eating cookies and getting my water. And 2 bad cookies, 2 good cookies. Because we got a box of assorted cookies for Christmas, and I got 2 out of the assorted cookies. I had 2, and both of them were bad, so I got 2 from the box that I like. Master Magic, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care if so, though they say the star shower was harmless. One can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Edgar, how very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Yes, man of keys! Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Argbert. You two were surprised to see him, I think. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me, and then the stars rained down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Edgar, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I could do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Make us have the newspaper! Get us a printing press on the double! Let me tell you about the world before it was sundered. The situation city, do you mean the people awakened as warriors of light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Arbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires understanding the Warriors of Light and a broader, frantic context. If it pleases you, I shall be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystorium, but the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant text. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. I don't know how many episodes I need to record today. I'm going to record a lot. Alright, crystalline means by the end of the ammo launch. Because I think I only have 3 in my backlog right now. Let's see. Actually, before we talk to Morin, I guess I could always use just to check to see if the recording's working. Oh, that does not look good. Okay. Yes, Pandora? What you doing down there? Yes, Pandora, your daddy has to work. Okay, so I have 4. Okay. That answers my question. And we're watching the sunrise. Or at least I guess you wanted to see the sunrise, but it's not. The sun ain't rising, at least not for a few hours. Edgar, excellent timing. I have at this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the warriors tonight, I shall, with your permission, focus upon the details that seem most relevant. You were just in the window. Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystorium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. I actually come on a different errand, but I'd be interested to hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. I'm not going to help you, Reen. Edgar ain't going to help you either. I've already done it on my own. Edgar ain't got time for that. May I join you? So we have 3 children, a man who can barely be called an adult, and Edgar. Of course, the more the merrier. If you care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of frantic history, one would note that the comparatively frequent reoccurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Albert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tolthawil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodford and Solord, the fabled Drawn and Glagent duo of Vobert. And no list of Vodic heroes could be completed without the Archmage Tuana of Ronka In older texts, she was called a warrior of light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if they've been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. Eh? Oh, whatever. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. Hey look, it's the original one from Final Fantasy 1. This, my friends, is known for its oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a crucified hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus that he came to know as the warrior of light, and he defeated chaos. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithets, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. At a time, Warrior of Light came to be named according to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. The world of first is just Final Fantasy 1, but in the future, well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source, though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied. Heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any signs of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let's imagine a man who has awoken to the echo and is about to hear Hylian's voice, as she styles him. So too does he styles himself a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, has been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. Oh, I thought you were going to say, there's no few villains that were blessed with the echo. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. And there I was thinking I was special. She did. I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. Anyway, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet. I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the word at large associate light, and by extension, Hylian with good, must have added insult to injury. And while the discussion is undeniably fascinating, however, should I be privy to it, mayhap it would be better if I excuse myself. This is all just going over his head. Oh, no need for that, my friends. Pray accept our apologies. Your lessons on the Warrior of Light have given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Child tripped over a book. Or ran into books. One of the two. We did see that one in the background, though. If you looked closely, you could have seen him in the background. Ricky Tio, are you alright? My precious Toms, did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You two, Ariki and, Arikel and Earwell. We're sorry, Mr. Morin. I almost called him Mr. Moron. But yeah, the Elysian kid, you could see him in the background. I don't know if you could have seen the other two, though. Aren't you? I am not a banana! The Warrior of Darkness. My name's Ricky Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Boop. Just boop her on the nose. What do you have to say? The children's equivalence is to be committed, but my precious tomes. So I want to be a warrior of light, but no one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. I just got done with alchemist. And I'm going to help everyone in the Cristorium know in all of Northrend. When I told Arico and Earwell this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find... I want to say treaties, but that's not it, I guess. Treaties? On potions here. Even so, I fear they have proven a little difficult for one so young, but... Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rikitio to Sprigix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she should stands to learn more by observing the Chagrins at their work. You know, practicing medicine on people. Experimental medicine. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you. I'll have you know I'm really fast. I'm going to, you're going to be the rotten egg. Damn them in their teleporting technology. Or phasing away and phasing back into reality technology. But yeah. What was I saying? I don't remember. My brain no good. Alright, now I remember. I believe Apothecary is actually a job in some of the other Square Enix games. I don't remember which ones though. I know it's a job in Octopath. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right, I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very notable endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light, but ultimately they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Oh, why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. and younglings like you who are the future of the Christorium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then does that mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you to pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Churgrins may set forth to aid folks in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. Well, if I were to compare my coin purse to this and a goldsmith, Goldsmith had it a lot harder than this. I was nearly broke after that, after leveling Goldsmith. But after getting through Alchemy, I still had only a little bit under half of what I started with that. Because I usually start at when I get to 1 million guild, and then I keep going until I get to class fully leveled. With Goldsmith, I think I was at like 40k, maybe 20. While with Alchemy, 400k, almost on the dot. A little bit higher, I think, though. That was 427k, I believe. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, both of them started at roughly about 1 million. Actually, Apothecary started with less than that. I started it at 900 something. So its skill might be hard. With money, a lot less so. But then again, that's only if you want to level it through. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever, just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task. I have placed an order at XIV for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. Should even say what it was. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'd be alright by herself. My apology, could you mind accompanying her when you arrive at XIV's? Speak with a woman named Grinson, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you as the one who suggested this course to Rikitio. I would assist in her first steps. What happened to the other two kids? Oh, there they are. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the kind as Riki. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. My favorite bit from my original playthrough by being here when they said that. I want to learn how to fight from you. Man holding book and has no martial prowess whatsoever. Teach me how to be a warrior. Teach me how to be a paladin. Teach me how to use sword and axe. Teach me how to use gun and blade. Yeah, I'm not talking to the Mistral. I don't care if you're on the map. I'm not talking to you. I know there was a faster way over here. I don't care. I probably would just find out to make it easier. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness himself, may I assume you are with Master Alphino. Right, lest you wonder, Chismel's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apology I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vine. Perhaps you can lend them a hand. Edgar has a scythe for that! It's the undersized grapes you want to pick, but too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Yes, I know. I grew up doing that type of, well, making wine out of grapes. I don't think my grandparents ever made medicine out of them. Are these small enough? Oh, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so what are we going to do about that now? Undersized grapes. Then again, you gotta be careful with some of the grapes. Like, sometimes you might find spiders in them, or spider eggs. What else has I found in grapes before? I'm trying to think now. Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Though too small for normal consumption, these grapes are suitable for making wine and medicine. Though I don't remember size having to do anything with for making wine, but then again, that was over 20 years ago since the last time I helped make wine. Oh, you've picked this many already. Amazing. Actually, no, it wasn't 20. Actually, now I think about it, it was around 20 years ago, yeah, because I made them with my grandpa, and then I've also made them with, on a field trip. Somebody's got the crazies. Go play with Sound Blaster. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. A traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I don't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. This child has a higher body count than Alphino. I would not be surprised if that actually turned out to be so. Why are there many children? Because of Riki. Then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought that's the same as what I want to do. I see, out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the guards awoken by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspiration from one unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realizing your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under misapprehension. Why are the grapes underneath the cover, by the way? Then again, I'm used to harvesting grapes in the sky, so I don't have much room to talk. I have convinced myself that it was the Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people, but I see now that it implies to aid their fellow man abide within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And so, as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. While the X are laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvert has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Sprigrix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers awaiting. But yeah, my grandpa has I don't know how you would describe it. I guess like a lattice work of wires above, like up in the air that are being held up by metal pipes. Like they're very high up in the air, like taller than, it's up in the air higher than most houses are, like the roofs. But he when he came to America, he brought some grapes with him, some seeds from home, and he planted them. And they grew into, like I said, but they are now like a lattice work of grapes in the sky. The roots are in the ground, but since they've been here for over about 60 years now. Actually, no, over 60 years now. Because he came here when he was 27, 26, and he's in his 90s now. But yeah, and only a few years ago did one of them finally die. I think 2 of them are gone now, out of like 4 or 5 he planted. Yeah. Yeah, we have to get ladders, really tall ladders out if we ever want to harvest them, though. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes, we shall make a vinegar. A vinegar? Is that vinegar or vinegar? To which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As far for studies, I must have to give Rikitio a little tease.
Okay, Cadiz, what do you want?
Pickled herring, Moors, or honey croissants. But take the Moors and it'll probably dry up. Warrior of Darkness, if you're finished helping Ricky, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. A vampire, bats. The guards say they're become a pest around the Crystorium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. Children told us as much while you were away. And in preparations, Chesamel kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone follow me. As they wait just come on then, children. Let's see, when I got to this point, I did have some of the martial. I had all the soul crystals that you could get just like right off the bat. Like none of the starter ones though, other than the summoner and scholar. So the only thing they would have gotten was this Edgar. It would have been me flailing. Everyone's here, good. Let's get started, shall we? As their names suggest, vampire bites feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they'd grown more active and with the return of night and become a nuisance. To drive them out, we'll use Chesamel's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you are likely to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. Here are 6 lures, 3 each for you and me as proof of success. Sexual kill. I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes. Well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Edgar. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Ring. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado, then, let's the contest begin. Heroic deeds done dirt cheap. This one's probably gonna be the best one to go to. That one, this one, possibly this one. I'd rather I picked all the best ones or all the wrong ones. It's been a while since I've done this before. I just remember last time I beat her. Filled with an alchemical mixture that gives off a balmy heat, this pouch provides a portable source of warmth and is instantly ideal for luring vampire bats. They're stealing me mana! Which we don't even use! The reason why I didn't choose this one because it is by the guard. Same with this one up here. So I just chose which ones are least likely to have guards around and most likely going to be easier to pick off. I'm guessing we're going to get like one here. Yep. Then again, this one's just like right outside another gate. So let's go do the one that's on the north then. Plus, it doesn't really matter. If I were to guess, we're rather going to lose or we're going to tie. I don't think Edgar's going to win. Well fought, the children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest, though I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure. Apologies for the wait. My fangs not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. Five, six, seven fangs from Alize. Which means we have a draw. Edgar also collected 7 fangs. Why does this feel even worse than losing? Just another measly fang and victory would have been mine. Don't look so surprised. I have no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know. So children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much stronger. We want to be just like him. Well, to do that, you need to sell your soul to the devil. Just try to make him go even down even darker path. Good, if you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Edgar and train hard. Keep it at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Arbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystorium. The Singers killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Arbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arki? Me? To be honest, I'm not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget you. I understand how Arkel feels. The Star Shower doesn't awaken me to Hyland's voice, but that vision of the final days of Amarat burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made, it felt as though long forgotten memories were dancing at the edge of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effort of having an effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt, but lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Register, Rain and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. As you ponder Jose's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Back to the room! I was going to say something, but then I forgot. Oh yeah, when I did this, I got 8. If I remember correctly. I got 8 or 9, I don't remember. I got those 2 that I got that were the 3s. Purely by dumb luck. And I got a 2 or a 3 from another area. Which, like I've stated already, was pure dumb luck. Oh, for fuck's sake! Go back home! I'm busy.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here? So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope. I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness, and I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another. No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Oh.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Seems your skin condition has, exhalated quite a bit. You're now glowing with radiation.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions.
It's kind of hard to hide it when your other arm's doing the same thing.
It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the First once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
What now?
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Again. Fate seems determined not to allow us a quiet moment, but come, let us have the details from Rain. And with that, we'll call it an episode there.
See you all in the next.